Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We'll begin the training in maybe a 5 minutes time. While we're waiting for some of them to be in. Meanwhile, if you take a look at the playlist, as seen on the screen right now, you should be able to access to the to the videos that we have for the past few days. I also have hello. So we will. I also have updated the videos for the past few days. To updated the videos to the latest few. So if you take a look, just maybe I'll show it to you. So for day three, right, there's actually part one and part two because day three the connection was lost, so there will be part one and part two. Okay, hello everyone. We will start the training now. So to start the training, before I start the training, I understand some of you are asking me about the demo link that you have done previously. So I will share the demo link shortly after this. So bear with me first. We'll start the training with a quick recap and of what we have done for the past few days. Then from there we will go back to the as we go back to the demo link. I will show you the link again. So just bear with me first. Okay, so some of you been asking me how do you log in back to your learning portal. So if you want to log in back to your learning portal, this is the link that you should go to at Quick Academy, quicknetacademy.com/wp-resource. Okay, so once you log into your learning portal, this is what you see. So you can just simply just click on login. And with your email and password, just click on login. if you have forgotten your email and password, please you can actually request for a password change via the link earlier, or you can actually seek the support from the Equinet staff to get it reset for you. Okay, but once it's reset, it'll be good for you to just remember it, because sometimes the reset will take a while. Okay, so under WordPress website creation course here. Okay, then from here, what you can do is go under slides. The course slides is over here. So you can click on it to download the PDF file. So when you click on it, just need to click on this link over here. You get the PDF file. Okay, so from here, right, for those who need to know more about how to do certain things, right, you go under WordPress video tutorials. There's also different video tutorials over here. So there's also one of this is building landing page and homepage over here. However, the landing page and homepage itself, they make use of Premium Layout, which we'll go through later. Other than that, most of it will be most of the thing that we mentioned is all over here. If not, if you want to hear more, then you can actually go back to the YouTube video over here to view the video again. Okay. Okay, so this is the learning portals. This is the learning slides that you can download from the learning portal itself. I just want to do a quick recap to on what we have done. Okay, sorry, I just want to arrange and see everyone. Okay, so I hope everyone is feeling okay now, or feeling good to start with the course. Okay, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, sometimes it's quite boring talking to myself in front of the computer. So if you can just thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so let me just go through quickly on what we have gone through for the past last week. The first thing we have done was actually to look into the 3 essentials that you need to have to start a website. Now, like I mentioned, and I want to repeat this again, is these 3 essential: domain name, web host, and web application framework is very important. Okay, it's so important that if you don't have it, technically you can't start your website. So to start a website, it is not to sign up your for WordPress account, or it's not to sign up anything on or such, but more of to go and buy a domain and buy a web host, as well as to buy a web application frame. Sorry, to install your web application framework, which is your WordPress. Okay, so for domain name and web host, usually I will advise you all to buy it together, and you can actually buy it from Namecheap or SiteGround directly if you want to buy it together. Okay, so if not, you want to buy it separately, the better one will be Namecheap for domain name and then SiteGround for your server itself. Okay, so this is how it's connected. Again, once the user keys in the domain name itself, the domain name will then call the server will then call the CMS to be presented here. So the CMS will then be presented onto your browser. Okay, this will take around 3.5 seconds. If it's anything more than that, then probably your website is quite slow. Okay. So web application framework, there are different type of web application framework, and one type of web application framework is a content management system. Now, content management system in short is CMS in short is content management system. Basically, it helps to build a website, helps to maintain and change the content of websites. So, so there are a few things that you all need to remember here first before I move on. So earlier last week we talked about a few things, right? Last week we talked about CMS is one thing, content management system, right? So content management system, you have different type of content management system, and one type is actually your WordPress. Okay, so this is one type. So there are different types. Okay, So all of this content management system is also one type of web application framework. Okay, so there are different type of web application framework. For example, your CRM, your HRM, so on and so forth. All these are actually web application framework, and one type is CMS itself. Okay, so this one just has to be clear at your end. Okay, so the web application framework, then we are using the CMS, and then one type of web application, sorry, one type of CMS is your WordPress itself. Okay, so in CMS itself, there are also two part to it. One is a closed source, and one is an open source. Okay, so so open source, you have WordPress is also open source. This will be on your next slides. Okay, yeah, so open source and closed source CMS. Okay, so went through what's the difference. So there are also one thing that you need to take note is WordPress.org and WordPress.com. WordPress.org is the closed source version of WordPress. Sorry, WordPress.org is actually an open source version of WordPress, while WordPress.com is actually a closed source version of WordPress. So it's not the same, despite what you have been told by different provider. So I think the day last Sunday, I think not Sunday, last Wednesday, I think Gaming showed me the reply from WordPress. They say it's the same. It is the same, but it's a closed source and open source respectively. So we are fully focused on the open source version of WordPress, whereby you need to buy a domain, buy a web host, then you can install the WordPress version onto your server. Okay, so how to buy a domain? We went through the buying process with Namecheap. So there are different type of domain itself, .com, .com.sg especially. So price wise will be different, $15 to $20 for .com, and then $60 to $150 for .com.sg. Okay, so buying process, you can just go through the buying process. So remember, our first step, buy your domain. Second step, buy your server. So in your server itself, this is one of our server, like for example, SiteGround is one of it. We advise you to use SiteGround. And type of hosting, there are four different type of hostings. One is the share hosting and cloud hosting. So for most website, right, recommend you to use share hosting will be good enough. Gavin, okay, so Gavin has a question for me. He asks, EasyWP from Namecheap is still open source WordPress. Giving EasyWP, that thing from Namecheap, right, is actually a server from Namecheap. Okay, it is just a WordPress server, so you can actually use it as well. So good question, so coming back, so I'll show you, maybe y'all can just share this again. So if you go under Namecheap, there's this thing called EasyWP. So under hosting, no, under hosting. No. Where is it? Under hosting, if you go under WordPress hosting. So yeah, so under WordPress hosting, they have this EasyWP. Now EasyWP is actually a WordPress hosting. That's it. Nothing much from there. Okay, so as long as you are getting this, is also okay. It's part of the share hosting. This Namecheap customer service is also very cheap. Gavin, I so far I have no issue with them, uh but Gavin, maybe you want to share with me what happened, then we see how. So far I think they are okay. So Namecheap Lula asked, so EasyWP is an alternative to SiteGround. Yes, it's an alternative to SiteGround. Okay. Okay. So Gavin, maybe later you can share with me more what happened. Kena Russian guy. Gavin say kena Russian guy who was drinking. I think he was hosting me when he was hosting me. I I to be honest, after so many years of using Namecheap, I don't really have a problem with them. So I think it's kind of they say heng sui one. So if you think it's not good, right, you can actually. So the thing about Namecheap is when you think they are not good, right, you can actually escalate it to their seniors. So they have a button, right, escalate to senior. So you can actually escalate to senior. So maybe this one will help you. English was bad as well. Well, you have a very bad experience. Maybe you should try SiteGround or then. Do they have an eject button? They have a help button though. Okay. Okay, we let us continue. So Gavin, sorry, I think you can try asking them for support again. But if you really think they are not very good, then you go for SiteGround. Try SiteGround. So far these two has been very good to me. Maybe I'm quite heng lah. So yeah. Okay, either way, a server usually come with this thing called CDN. CDN is a content delivery network. Now, content delivery network basically means that your website version is stored in many server in many in different countries. Okay, so what happens is when someone were to load your site will be faster, so much faster, very much faster. So, um, so CDN will actually help you to increase the load speed from for your website. Okay, sometimes they only have 2 seconds or 1 second load time. Okay, so SiteGround wise, if you want to buy a SiteGround, so you want to buy a server, you can buy from SiteGround. Again, choose from your different hosting. So choose from the share hosting itself. Okay, once you buy the different thing, you will probably be able to see. Once you buy the server from different company, right? Then the server will send you a server name, server detail. Based on this name server detail, go back to your domain registrar and share with them the name server detail. They will do the pointing for you. Okay. But either way, you still have to wait 24 to 48 hours for the domain to be pointed correctly. Okay. Okay, so how do you do the pointing? This one by Namecheap, I will probably can just take a look. Usually don't try yourself. Okay, so SiteGround, if you walk into SiteGround, you can purchase the SiteGround is different from cPanel. So cPanel, most of the server you get will give you cPanel. But if you buy from SiteGround, they will give you a domain. They'll give you a dashboard for yourself. So you based on dashboard, you can just install. I think it's quite self-explanatory in the dashboard, which actually make things easier for you rather than use cPanel, which sometimes might not be that straightforward. Okay, so either way, this can go through these slides to see how to install. Okay, I won't go through again this one. So for cPanel, if you want to install WordPress on cPanel, you can just click on Softaculous and do the installation. Okay, so show you the cPanel first. While let me look for. I'm just about to follow the slide. I shouldn't have problem for all installation, right? Yes, Kevin, shouldn't have any issue. If you have any issue with the slides, you can come and look for me. But if you have any issue with the server installation, all this, you can ask me through WhatsApp. So maybe I can respond to you or email. But if you want to ask their support, it will be probably faster. Okay. 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 If I can find you, I will ask the question. Okay. So those who need help, you can actually send me email and ask me for help. But sometimes, especially after public holidays or after long weekends, it take a while for me to reply to most of the emails. So just bear with me. If it's very very urgent, then maybe just give me a text or give me a call. I'll try to respond to you as fast as possible. But usually working hours I'll reply. Quite okay, Kevin. Good luck. Okay, so to install WordPress, what you need to do is to click on this Softaculous here. Okay, so you click on it. Again, it's a step-by-step process to install WordPress. Okay, once you install a WordPress, then they'll give you the administrator URL, which is the /wp-admins URL. Then you can log in from there. Okay, this is on day one. We've gone through this part. Any question for day one? If you no question, maybe you can give me a thumbs up so that I know everyone is still here with me. Thank you, Jenny. NS, Francis, May, Jenny, Jensen. Okay, G. Okay. Gavin, you okay? Gavin, Cindy, and Tiffany, okay? Okay, thank you. Cindy, thank you. Okay, Tiffany. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so how do you, so after you install your WordPress already, there are a few things that you need to know. There are two types of things that you need to know. One is your themes and the other one is your plugins. Okay, so for themes itself, what you need to do is, where is it? It's my PDF. Okay, so for themes, you have two types of themes again. Okay, themes, usually you want to find themes with page builder. So there are two types of theme. One is a free theme, the other one is a premium theme. Again, let me just repeat to you again. Advantages and disadvantages. So advantages of a free theme is free, of course. But the disadvantages of free theme is that usually free themes, right? I understand the logic behind it, are usually for the developer to learn how to publish a theme and things like that. So for free themes, usually it's not part of a premium theme. Meaning to say that any support or any costs, any support or any security wise is actually not very good compared to premium theme itself. Okay, for support wise, usually it do not comes with much support, and for security wise, usually they do update timely. Now for the premium theme, of course, they will reply to you since you already paid them. If it's for security wise, usually they will update as long as WordPress has a new version. Okay. So there are four types of themes with page builder: WP Bakery, Beaver Builder, Elementor, and DB. I always thought Elementor and DB is almost the same in terms of review and feedback, but just recently, last Saturday, I actually received a text from one of my previous students or current client that uh, she tried to use another web. She tried to use Elementor on our website, right? It's actually not that easy or not that similar to DB. Uh, but then again, I just want to say it's not that DB is very easy, but it's more of a DB. You already went through the training, so you know how to use. But either way, these four are still a good page builder to try out if you want to try. If you don't want to try, you want to straight away move on, then of course the DB is a better choice for you. Okay. Now for teams wise, there are two teams that you need to install. One is a child team, the other one is a parent team. Now a parent team consists of all the core files. Okay, if you want to do any updates, the parent team will be updated. So when you do any customization, the customization will happen on the child team. So remember to activate your child team, okay, when you install your team. Okay, so once you activate your child team, any changes you make are basically going into the child team itself. And then if you do any updates to the teams, the parenting will be updated, so you will not lose any customization. Okay. Then after the theme, we talk about how to install theme. Remember, just go under appearance, go under themes, then you can install a theme there. If not, after you need install a theme, you need to update your theme. Then you can go through your uh, dashboard updates to install to update a theme. Now there are a lot of steps. So if you go back to the learning portal, you go under toolkit, right? If you go under website planning, so you can see that in the website planning there is actually this website creation checklists over here. Okay, so based on the website creation checklist, right, you will be able to go through step by step how to buy, how to register, so on and so forth, install WordPress. And these are things that you need to think of to do. So all these steps is already there already. Okay, so just take out the checklist will help you with the steps. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so after that after the theme we talk about another things that you can install, which is your plugins. So for plugins wise, plugins is usually an extension to your websites. Okay, so usually an extension to your websites. And plugin again, there are two type of plugin. One is a free plugin, another one is a premium plugins. Now for free plugin itself, of course the advantages is free, right? Again, but but the difference between free plugin and free theme is that the free plugins, right, usually is only that they have a limited function, meaning to say that because it's part of the premium theme, they only have a limited function. If you think that the limited function is good enough for you to use, there's no need for you to buy a premium plugin. Okay, but if you really need to buy a premium plugin, the cost is usually at $10 to $200. Now it's actually quite expensive for certain plugins. For example, if you go for contact form plugin, which we'll go through later today, it's actually more than it's actually the I think the most expensive plugins if you need it compared to any other plugin. Okay, so plugin also have update frequently. Even if it's free plugins or premium plugin, they also have update frequently. Okay, moving on. So to install a plugin, what you can do is there are two ways to install plugins. One is through the directory itself. So if you want to install through directory, you can just click on install now under tiny, install now. Then you can go to the keyword search to search for one plugin. Then you can go under, once you install already, just need to click activate. You can activate it. If not, you can upload it. So uh, go under plugin, go under add new. But this time around, click on upload plugins. And for upload plugins, you can have the add new button, choose file and then up new. Usually plugins and themes, right? You not usually, but plugin and themes, right? You always upload it in zip file format. Okay. Any other questions for plugin and themes? You want to ask me anything? Do you have anything that you want to ask me? Don't have. Okay. Okay, thank you. Don't have. Okay, so this is about it for plugin and themes. Then we talk about what is pages, what is posts. So for pages and posts, basically, the differences between pages and posts is that post is always relevant. Oh, sorry. Post is always post is always relevant, while pages is always quite static. That means pages you don't usually update it unless it's a post. Okay, so for posts usually will be categorized under category. You can also categorize under text as well. For pages, you will categorize under parent and child page, which is what you did last week, when you do the different rooms. You have small room, medium room, and large room itself. Okay. So we went on to talk about planning. So there are four types of plannings. One is your keywords research, your competitor research, your sitemap, and your landing page. So in the slides itself, we also explain to you a bit more on how to create a landing page. Okay. So remember, right, your landing page must think of the user objective. What is the user are here for? What's the concern? Then you can draw a wireframe. Okay. Okay. So for landing page itself, right, when you talk about landing page, you want to talk about these four things. One is your familiar element, like I mentioned, some attention catching tagline, as well as the benefit of action and a clear call to actions. Okay. So try not to, when you draw the wireframe or landing page, right, try not to do very funny shape of call to action. Okay. So today we're gonna talk a bit. Today we're gonna talk a bit more on the landing page. So just so for those who don't know where things are, okay, I log in first. Later then you'll log in. I'll show you something. You are. Password is what star. Okay, so if you go under your pages, we did under small room. Okay, so if you go under your pages, you can see that this is the page that we do. So some of you will be some of you are actually asking me, right, like what is landing page? Why sometimes I call it landing page, sometimes I call it small room page. Now the word landing page is just simply a term, meaning to say that, for example, if you want to do marketing on small rooms, then small room is your landing page. If you want to do marketing on your whole website, then your home page is a landing page. Okay, so it doesn't really have to be like, oh, landing page must be my must be my home page, or landing page must be specific page or something like that. No, it doesn't work this way. So landing page is just a term, okay, for you to use for marketing purpose. So so it depends on which page you are actually trying to build or trying to market itself. Okay, so we went through on the building of the page by scratch. This is what we have done so far. So today we'll go through two more parts, which is this part, testimonial, and the last part, as well as the big banner on top. And then finally, we want to talk about image today also. Okay, Lula, question. Lula has a question.
Sorry, I'm in my small room page, but everything is gone.
Everything is gone. Okay, never mind. Let's all log in first, Lula. Don't mind. Let's get everyone to log in first. So Lula, so for those who are we'll try to do a login first. So this is your details. Lula, what number are you using? Lula.
8.
Have you logged in already, Lula?
Yes, I can see the menu and all the pages, but when I go to small room, it's blank.
So have you saved the page or previously? Have you saved
Last week, yes.
last week here, sir? Okay. So give me a while. I get around to log in first, then later you share screen with us. Then we'll take a look. Okay. Okay. So let us allow Lula, can you just share screen with me just to take a quick look? In a while. So now I can stop sharing. Same here, mine empty. Why everyone empty one? Yeah. Okay, Lula, you want to share screen with me?
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. Then you click on edit with DV. Oh. Okay, for those who also see empty or whatever, you can just, if you see Lula's screen, right, previously was edit with DV, right? That's how you can do it. Okay, Lula, okay?
Thanks.
So again, let's log in and then we try it again. We try it together. Okay? Let me just
Dixie, can I share screen with you for you to take a look first?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Are you sharing screen? Oh, sorry.
You got it?
Under rooms, under small rooms.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I see what.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hannah,
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
relax. Everyone, I know it's you just got back, so a bit confused here.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so again, let's be back here. So once you log into your site, this is what you see. No, why is it not loading? Okay, this is what you see. So I need you to click on pages, go under pages, click on all pages. Now once you see, once you click on pages, go to pages, click on all pages already. Go under small room, mouse over it, click on edit. Okay, so let's close this away. Next thing, just need to click on the, what you need to do is just click on edit with the DB builder. Okay, and then we are back here. We are going to check. I forgot my, Tiffany, I saw your message. I forgot my login detail for the WordPress login, this one, 13. Tiffany, if I'm not wrong, it should be the same. So you try this first. If it doesn't work, just let me know, okay? I'll wait for you. So give us a while.
Dexter, I need your help a while. I somehow cannot minimize my Zoom screen, so it's blocking all my work. Can you just look at it if you get registered for me?
Click on escape.
Oh yeah, I did that, but
It's the top right hand corner. I can't, if I allow
okay,
you to
okay,
screen, then the screen
okay.
will see also. Yeah. Okay. So Tiffany, you cannot, so Tiffany for not able to log in, right? Okay, Tiffany, I just do a reset for you. Just a moment. 13, right? Tiffany, do you use this username EWG7I? Okay, so was it you who used this, Tiffany? EWG7I? Do you remember doing that? I'm not sure. Okay. I mean, do you remember doing the username as EWG7I? No one. Can I just check? Did you use a wrong number previously? Were you using number 14? Oh, it's 13, right? But the 13 login detail is this at EWG7I. You want me to change? Okay, maybe I can change back. Yeah. So I just changed everything for you back to the Okay, then I can give it a try. Okay, yeah. Okay, give it a try again, can. Then check the page, see whether check the small room page, see whether is that your page. Was that the page you did? Okay, for the rest, if you manage to see the page you did, just give me a thumbs up, can, so I know. Okay, thank you, Gavin. Okay, thank you. Danny, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Oh, what do you
I'm
mean?
lost again.
Yeah,
I don't know. I went back to some other unfamiliar screen now.
what do you see?
At the top, WordPress, and then return to default editor, small rooms. This layout is built with Divi.
Click on the build with Divi. You got see a purple button.
A D button, yeah. It's small
Purple
rooms, right? Click on that. Okay.
You can see.
I come to the 3 options, training room features. Yeah.
Why not? Sorry, Jenny, you want to share screen instead? Because I'm lost.
Yeah,
again.
I think so. Okay.
Okay, Tiffany, thank you. Correct idea, Tiffany. Sorry, Jenny, correct idea. This is
Okay,
correct.
go.
This is correct. This is similar to what I have.
Okay.
So correct idea. You just hold on for a while, then you can continue. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody okay there? Right? Okay. Very good. Okay, so we went through. Look at my screen again. So in case all of you forgotten how to do and things like that, we went through quite a bit on these 2 parts. Okay, if you forgotten how to use certain thing, can go back to the video or the YouTube to take a look. Okay. If not, right, the next thing that we want to go through is testimony. Testimony, I think we went through already. The last part, I think, is the contact form. Testimony, I went through already, right? Okay, so what happened is during this, okay, so I just want to explain during this course, right, I'll just go through with you some of the basic setups and settings that you can do on the different parts. But if you need it, but later part, right, during before the assessment, right, you will be given about half an hour or even an hour if you have time, right, to go through the page again and redo everything. So as you go through the page and you redo everything, if you met with any error, not redo anything, sorry, and touch on the thing itself, and then touch on the page itself. So meaning to say that you can actually do more editing to it, like change more colors, change more this different part of it, and then based on that, then you submit that as a assessment itself. Within the half an hour or 45 minutes or even 1 hour if you have time, right, what you can do is you can try out as many settings as you want. Then you tend to get some error or you tend to have some question over there, then I can answer to you from using that period of time so that at least you all have a time to try it on yourself. Okay. Okay, so make sure that you're on all on your visual builder. So what you can see here is if you mouse over it, you can also see these 2 color again. So blue and green and gray. Okay, blue, green, and gray. Okay, so again, blue is for row, blue is for section, green is for row, and gray is for your module itself. Okay, so when you want to change the module setting, you have to go for the gray color. When you change the row setting, go for green, and then so and so section for the blue. Okay, so let's try out the contact form. So under contact form, if you click on the contact form settings, you'll be able to add new fields. So if you can see, just take a look at my screen first, then later we'll try out at your site. So adding new field, what you can do is you can actually add like name, email. So maybe you want to add another contact number or even a drop down, you can add so. So what you can do is just click on add new field here. Okay, so for example, we want to do contact number. So field ID, I just click contact number. So field ID and the title is going to be the same. Field ID and title now is going to be the same. So field ID is basically what the client see, and title is basically what the user will see over here. This is title. Okay, so once you put in the field ID, the next thing you can do is to do your field options. Now just look at my screen again. So field options, there are few type of fields that you can use. Okay, one is your input field, email, text area, chat boxes, radio buttons, and select drop downs. Okay, so what you can do is for contact number, for example, right, you can either choose, there are a few things that is possible, right? So input fields, and there's input field, there's a text area here. So the difference between input field and text area is that what you see in the message is called text area. It can allow multiple lines of content, but for input field, you only allow one line only. So for contact number, most probably, for contact number, you will definitely have to choose input field. Then there's another type is your email field and your input field. It's the same, it's also one line, but in email field is that you need to insert at least an @ and a .com and a @ and a dot lah. Okay, so they validate the settings that you choose. So for chat box and radio buttons, right? It's very different. So for chat box, usually you can select more than one options. For radio button, it's only one option only. As for select drop down, I think it's quite simple. There's a drop down for you to choose. So for contact number, we will choose input field. Then you can choose, once you choose input field, you can choose whether you want a minimum length or maximum length. So usually for contact number, we'll put as a minimum length of 8. Then maximum length, we'll leave it as 0. 0 means unlimited. So putting it as 8 means anyone who key in 7 numbers, they won't be able to get through. Okay, so allow symbol, we leave it, and required field is to make sure that it's required. Okay, so they must fill up this field. So once you're okay, click on the green tick. And what you can do is, coming back to the contact form settings, you can actually move this to the top. So when you move this to the top, it became name, email, contact number, and message. Okay. Now go back to your screen. Let's try this together. I got a question first. Can you fix country code as sorry? You can't do that in DB form. Explain to you more about forms later. Okay, so meanwhile, let's get this up first. Okay, so go back to your page again. Under the contact form, just click on the settings. Okay, so add a new field, and our new field will be contact number. So add new field. Our new field ID will be contact number. Our title will be contact number as well. Okay, few options wise, click on it. You still leave it as input fields, but the minimum length we'll put 8. Okay, once you're done, just click on the green tick. We save the changes. And hold your mouse. Hold your mouse. We move the contact number up on top of message. Okay. If you manage to get it, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Gavin, Francis, Andrew, Angie, and Ness. Vincent. So on the left, we look Jenny, Lula. Jenny, what do you mean? Sorry.
Somehow today somehow the minimizing screen have a bit of problem and I cannot either see what you're sharing or when I open my screen is too big. So I'm really having difficulty to follow.
How do you want me to help in this case?
Huh?
How can I help? As in, I mean, as in, how do
I
you
really don't know how to.
do you see? Because you
Um,
cannot minimize what screen?
so I totally could not get the last part we asked us to change fields. Yeah, the instructions and to follow.
So you want me to repeat again or what?
Okay, I think you can.
Okay.
You want to repeat again to me?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So
Give me a moment then. Okay, I'm at the field where it's name, contact form settings. The gears at the side, and then there's a name and the email message. So what do I do? Where do I
okay,
go from there?
click on the plus sign, there's a plus sign, right? Plus
At
sign.
where?
Just
At where?
below the message, there's a plus sign.
Below the message, there's a plus sign.
Yeah.
Plus filter?
Plus, no, plus sign. Just below the message. You see the
Okay, yes, okay, I got it, yeah.
yeah, so plus sign, click on the plus sign.
Yeah, I got the field ID.
Okay, field ID, key in contact number. And your title, key in contact number as well.
The contact number is okay. Okay. And then?
So few options. The next one is few options, right?
Minimum you say 8, right?
Okay, already. Then after that, click on the green tick.
Maximum leave it blank, right? And then click on green tick, yeah, okay. Then add new field.
Yes. So
What's
once
the-
you're done, don't need any field. Move the contact number up to the message. Then it will become name, email, contact number.
Move the contact number up to the message. How do I do that?
On top of the message. Press your mouse and hold, and then just drag it up.
Drag it out and bring it to where?
Bring it on top of message.
Bring it on top of message.
Just hold your
Below
mouse.
successful message, is it?
No. Contact number currently is under message, right? Message, right? Just hold your mouse and then pull it out.
And then bring it out to?
Bring it up on top of message. On top of message.
Sorry, I don't get you.
Take a look. Can you take a look at my screen?
Okay.
Currently, this is what you have, right? Name, email, message, contact number, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is hold on your mouse and then push it up. So it become name, email.
Oh, reposition it.
Reposition it.
Bring it down to message. Okay.
So
name and then contact number. And
name,
then
email, contact number.
name, email, contact number. Okay, got it.
Then message. Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's click on the green tick. Okay. So everyone got it done already, right? So the next thing we need to add is to add another field that says maybe you can choose room types. So we're going to add a drop down. So click on the module settings again. Open up module settings if you haven't done so. Okay. Now this time around, just click on the plus again. Okay, this time around the field ID put as room types. You can take a look at my screen first. If you don't have dual screen, just take a look at my screen first. I'll go through that again on your screen later. Okay. Room types. So once you fill out this room type, right, few options, you can choose what you want. So you can choose, like, for example, select drop down. So this is a select drop down. So we choose select drop down. You have options. So maybe you can do like small rooms. Then click on the plus sign, mid-size room. And then click on the plus sign again, large room. Okay, so you have a drop down over here. You can see. So once you're done with this drop down, same thing, click on the green tick and then move this up. Okay, then that will be fine already. Okay. Can we try this on your own? On your screen, I will repeat the step. Go under, yeah. Okay, go under your contact form. Click on add new field. Okay. Field ID will put room types. And then the title will put room types as well. Room types. Room types. Okay. So once you are done with this, the next thing you need to do is just click on the field options. Okay. Then we are going to choose select drop down under the field. Choose select drop down.
Texting, can you repeat these parts? Under the field, select what?
Under the type, choose select drop down.
Select drop down. Okay.
Yes, correct. Okay. Then under the option, key in small rooms, mid-size room. You can click on the plus sign to add new options.
After
then
small room, add what? Big.
Mid-size and then small rooms, mid-size rooms, and then large rooms. Okay, just click on the green tick once you're done. Now just move this up under the contact number. Okay, if you manage to get this, just give me a green tick.
So move the room types above the contact number.
Correct. Can be above or below, it's okay. Both is okay. Give me a green tick. Okay.
Yes.
So now, once you are done, we are still under the. Once you are done, just take a look at my screen again. So once we are done, we are still under the contact form settings, right? If you take a look right now, you can see that name and email. Name and email is actually side by side, but contact number and room type is up and below. So what we need to do is we need to split them side by sides. Okay. So to split them side by side, what we can do is you can just take a look at my screen. I'll repeat to you all again. So under contact number, click on the gear button over here. Then you can go under design, go under layout. Don't worry, I know it's a lot of steps, but just take a look first. Make full width, just put no. Okay, just green tick again. Do the same thing to your room types as well. Make full width, just put no. Then you can see that it's side by side already. Okay. Yeah. So what you can do is go back to your screen. We can try out again. Okay. So what now? Go under contact form settings already. Yeah. Under contact number, click on the gear button. Okay. Go under design. Okay. So under layout, make full width, just put no, make it no lah. Currently it should be yes, just make it no. Okay. Click on the green tick. Do the same thing to room types. So room types, click on the gear button. Click on design. Layout. Make full width, just click no. So you will get this up. Okay, once you are done, just click green tick all the way up. And when you're done, just give me a thumbs up.
I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. So the rest, when you're done, Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, everyone got it already. Now, this is how you do your contact form. For contact form, right? Lastly, for contact form, what you need to do is you need to set who this email was sent to. So for example, right, when I send an email via the contact form, I want to know who, I want to put in my sales email. So how do you put in your sales email? Just go back to your contact form settings. You can take a look at my screen again. Contact form settings, scroll down, you will see email here, email. So you click on the email, you can actually enter your sales email address over here, which is your own email address. So for example, you can put like sales@demo website. Okay, if you have more than one sales, you can put a comma and continue on with your other emails.
Texting, sorry, need to repeat.
Okay, don't worry. So one more time. So under your contact form settings, I'll go under emails. Under contact form settings, you scroll down, there's an email. Under the email, click on it, you enter your email account, email address. Okay, let's try it on your screen again. Okay, go under your contact form settings, scroll down. You can see under text, there's another settings that says email. Click on the email. Then enter your email address.
The field ID.
Sorry?
Is it the field ID?
No. You need to look at my you look at my screen again because you press the wrong one. Okay, so all of you can just look at my screen again. So some of you will have pressed this email instead, which is not correct. So what you need to do is under contact form settings, scroll down, then you can see email over here. Just below text, you have email. Then click on the email, you can enter your email address here. Yeah. I'll give you a try on your screen. We'll wait for you. Comma. More than one email, you put a comma. Okay. If you
No, you
manage,
go down to, sorry,
no problem.
contact form setting, then.
Scroll down, you can see email, right?
Okay.
Click on the email, then under email address.
Then put in the email address.
Yeah, correct. So simply, if you've done, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Tiffany, Francis, Andrew, NG. Thank you, Dancing. Thank you.
And then click, just tick, correct?
Yeah. Okay, very good. So all of you get it done, just click on tick. Okay. Okay, so let's look at my screen again. I'm just going to explain a few things to you. Jenny, sorry, I put you on mute because I can hear my own feedback. So anything, just unmute yourself later. Okay, thank you. Sorry, of course I can hear my own feedback. Okay, now for this form itself, right, that is, I have to be very honest that the DB form is a very simple form. I cannot do much. If you want anything more than just contact, then it's not going to work for you. So for example, if you want to look for certain things like step by step, let me just show it to you. Okay, if you want to do certain things like, yeah. Let's go under contact us, for example. If you want to do certain things like what Lula asked me earlier, right, about the country code, okay, if you want to do a country code like that, you can't do on it, you are not able to do on DB form. If you want to do a file upload, you're not able to do on DB form. As you can see, right. Another thing is if you want to try to create page by page form, like for example, in this case, right. Okay, for example, in this case, but you have a page by page form, right? Now, okay, step 1 is what, then you fill up. Okay, then you go to step 2. Step 2 is what, then you fill up. You cannot do so as well. Okay, in order to do this, you need to use plugins. So there are 3 types of plugins I'll recommend. I have tried, and I'll let you know which one is the better one. Okay, the first one you can try is Ninja Form. So basically, Ninja Form has all type of forms that you can use, they can create. You can want to, so some of you want to create like registration forms, right? You can actually use Ninja Form. So Ninja Form, if you go under their pricing, no, okay, before pricing first, we go under add-ons first. Okay, okay, so for Ninja Forms, right, you can do things like conditional logic. So conditional logic you can also do on DB, but this one is more powerful. Conditional logic means you select one thing, then it become give you the step. So for example, in this part, right, currently if I select business website, it gives me number of page, but if I select like e-commerce, then it gives me a number of products. So it's logical. So based on this logic itself, this is what it shows. Okay, this is what you can do. Multi-part form is what I show you, part 1, part 2. Style and layout, this one you can do more styling and layout. So file upload is what I told you earlier. PayPal payment. So sometimes you don't want to have e-commerce, right? You just want to collect money on the forms itself. So for example, if you registered under Equity Academy, right? Equity Academy, right, you will be able to see that they have this PayPal whereby they made the payment through PayPal directly. So you need to have a more premium form to do that. So Ninja Form can do that. MailChimp, integrate with your newsletter, integrate with your some other system you have, user management, and also all your CRMs. So Zoho, Salesforce, all these are CRMs. Okay. Then you also integrate with SMS system, quick send SMS. Now, you can actually do this integration on your form if you use a premium form. Okay, for example, Ninja Form, right? But for Ninja Form, right, just want to show you the pricing also. The thing I don't like about, I used to use Ninja Form for many years, and I decided to stop using Ninja Form because I think Ninja Form, in my own opinion, right, their pricing also quite ninja kind. So if you buy the like lower price one, right, then sometimes when you need certain thing, then you have, you need to pay for extra, or sometimes you want more things than you pay for extra. So at the end of the day, you end up paying quite a bit. Okay, unless you really know what you want, then you can use Ninja Form. If you really know what you want, Ninja Form is actually the cheapest plugins for forms. But if you were like me previously and were just trying out most of the forms, right, okay, you end up paying more. Okay, so another forms that you should consider, which I highly recommend you to use, is Gravity Form. Gravity Form. Now for Gravity Form, it's just like Ninja Form. It has everything in Ninja Form. I said the price is very clear cut. So usually we'll go for the $159 form. Okay. So most of the things that you need is over there. So if you need a few things, if you need payment, you go for a premium form. If you need upload file, you go for a premium form. If you need to do registration form, it's going to be very long, you go for premium forms. Okay, but if you just want contact only, then DB form is good enough. Okay, so premium form Ninja Gravity. Ninja is one, Gravity is one. Another one that my agency is using, I don't think you will want to use is Formulator Pro. So for the reason why you all might want to reconsider using Formulator Pro is not because the function is not good, but it's the price is not very good. So for Formulator Pro, right, it's 70 over USD per month. But this one is only 159 per year. Okay, function wise is the same, but why we use as an agency, right, is because we pay 70 over dollar per month, right, is for unlimited number of clients, so we can use a lot more. Okay, so if you're using it personally for your personal one, I will advise you go for $159 one. Okay, this one will be the better pricing. Now it's going to be very expensive. I will say it's expensive, but it's worth it lah. If your website is generating profit, it's actually quite worth it. Okay, so these are the 3 plugins premium forms that you should consider using. Okay, are you all okay? Anyone has any question? Hi, Texing. Angie asks, what about booking form that allows customer to select date and time to book their appointments? Now, NG, it all depends whether you need a booking system behind it or not. So for example, right, Equinet doesn't need a booking system. So they only need you to fill out and then they will book it for you, and then they get the back end to let you know whether is it open and close or the appointment is not there. If you're not going to use an appointment booking system behind it, then use a form is good. If you want to use a booking system, then you go for another plugin that is, what I recommend is Bookly. So under booking this is the website. You can use this. Okay, this is 89 for lifetime. The only difference between this and the form is this has a booking system behind. So it allows you to set your appointments. Take a look. It allows you to set your appointment, set the service, set the employee, and so on and so forth. Okay, NG. Okay. Lula first. Under contact form settings, is success message field used for thank you auto reply? Yes. You can also leave it empty for the default message to show. Okay. May's question. What plugin would you recommend to enable account registration and login to your site, access and LMS? Now, May LMS itself is a login function already, so you can use the LMS login function for the purpose. Don't try to. I would say try not to install another plugin just for registration, because LMS has its own registration already. However, right? Yeah. Learn Dash. Learn Dash one is bad. You give me a while. I check what the other time they told me what they are using on Learning Portal. But coming back to a question, however, if you want a membership feature, membership function, right, you can go for AR membership. AR membership. This one is more for membership function, not for LMS. Okay, so for those who are thinking about LMS, right, it's learning management system. It's just like your portal that you use. Okay, let me check for you. Just a moment. I see what the May, you give me a minute. I check what Equinet is using. That time they told me already. Then I told my designer, then I forget what they use again. Yeah. LMS. Check for you. Okay, so these are some of the plugins that you can use. Okay. So for Equinet, they use Lifter LMS. Lifter LMS is good for DV. This one, best WordPress LMS. Okay, you can go and try out. May, you can go and try out this Lifter LMS. Okay, try $1 for 30 days. Okay, good luck. It's not easy to set up a learning portal, to be honest. It takes a lot of time and effort. Okay, so I hope I answered all your questions. Any other question that you want to ask? Any other questions? Okay, if not, right, we're gonna do 2 more parts before we go for lunch. Before we go for a break, then we come back to do other things. Okay, so 2 more parts, which is pretty fast and simple. The first one we will do is our accordion over here. Okay, there's nothing much on this accordion except that we need to change. We need to understand one thing. Now the accordion, right? So yeah, all of you just look at my screen. The accordion has 2 types of settings. Okay, where's my accordion has 2 types of settings. Okay, one is what we call a open. So this is open, right? So this is open settings. And the other one is what we call a close settings. Okay, open and close. So it's quite simple. Whatever you can see the inside is open, you cannot see the inside is closed. That's pretty simple. So when you want to do accordion, right, just understand these 2 things. You probably will be able to understand, probably to be able to work with it quite easily. So as long as you go into the settings, right, if you go under their design, so for example, design, right, you can see whether, for example, you want to change the color. Let's say you go in toggle, right? They always have an open toggle background is what, closed toggle background is what. So for example, if I change like orange and purple for close, right? This is what I get. So for example, so if I were to click and open this up, right? Then this will change color. This one will become different color. So what is the purpose of this? So there's this site, right? You all can take a look on my screen, which is surfshark.com. Okay. So for surfshark.com, right? If you take a look, you have this part whereby they have this accordion, right? So they do things like, for example, if it's open, it's more clear, but if it's closed, right, it's like more wiped out in the color itself. This is what you can do. So open, clearer, closed is actually more wiped out. This is what you can do. That's why in the accordion, right, it allows you to create open and closed design. Okay, so at the end, right, we give it a try on one settings, and then like I mentioned later part, you all can try it on your own. So this is what I'm going to do. Just go under, you can take a look at my screen first. I go under settings. All I need to do is under design. You can go under title text. So title text color is going to be black, and then title text color, the open title text color is black. Title text color is going to be white. Okay, so this is open one. Okay. So what you can do is under toggle, right? Just change the color accordingly. So toggle is open toggle is blue, and then close toggle is black, purple. So this is what you see. So if you want, you can go under this text again, body text, and just change it to white color. This is what you get. Okay. Okay. So for this, right, I want you all to go and play around a bit more for yourself. So maybe I can give you all like 3 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to go and try out. At the end of the day, you should achieve something like that. Just different color and then very clear colors. Okay. Can I give you all?
Can I clarify? What is, you mentioned something of open toggle. What is that?
What do you, so you go under toggle, for example, right? So they got two settings. One is open toggle and one is a closed toggle. Closed toggle means it's closed. This is closed, this is open, correct? So if you change the color for this, it will be for all the closed ones. But if you change the color for if you change the color for this, it will be for all the closed ones. Sorry, a bit confusing. This is open, this is closed, right? So if you change the color for open, it'll be for all the open ones. So if you change the color for closed, it'll be for all the closed ones. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Give it a try. Give you all 3 minutes. Okay? Once you manage to get something changed, just give me a thumbs up. Wow, Kaylin, thank you. Wow, Tiffany, very fast. Francis, thank you. All of you, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Do we save it?
Sorry?
Do we save the changes?
Do we save the changes? Yes, of course. Yes, yes. Okay, so I think y'all managed to get it. Very good. So any question that you want to ask me about this? If not, right, the last thing we need to do, right, before we go for a break is to create the final banner on top. So there must be a full width banner on top, right? According to our this wireframe that we drew last week. Okay, so how do we include this? Now, if you realize, right, we are not able to add another banner on the top of the most top. So what we need to do is we add it to the bottom part, and then we move that up. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Now, when you want to add this section, right? So you need to add a new section, right? So when you want to add a new section, you cannot just add a new section, a regular section, but you should add a full width section. Okay, so the difference between the regular section and full width section is a full width section is it touches from one side to one side, so it's full width. But regular section usually have empty spaces by the sides. Okay, so what you can do is just go all the way out, right? On the first section that you see, right, Okay, mouse over to it, you can see a plus sign, click on the plus sign. This time around, you select full width. Okay, rather than regular select full width, we are going to use a full width slider. Okay, so this is what you should get at the end of the day. Okay, once you're done, just click on green tick. Okay, now just go back to your screen. I'm going to repeat the same step. You just need to listen to my steps and try it out. Okay, go back to your own site. Go scroll all the way up to the first section. Under the first section, just mouse over and click on the blue color plus sign. Blue color plus sign. Then in the section, click on full width.
Under insert section,
Yes, blue color, so full width. Okay, so full width already, choose full width slider. Okay, and then you will get the full width slider settings out. Just click on the green tick. Okay, now once you have done this already, take a look at my screen. I'm going to show you how you move it up. To move this section up, simply just mouse over to the section, click and press and hold your mouse and push and then go up all the way to the top. Then release it. Then it will go up already. Okay, now just give it a try on your site. Just click. So remember to click on the side. There's this option, there is a move option, and you should move the whole section now. So technically you should move the purple color. Okay. Again, just when you're done, just help me to give me a thumbs up. And then, okay, thank you. NG. Okay, NG, are you okay? Or I miss your thumbs up. NG and Francis.
Oh no, I couldn't get the plus size to create the full width. And mouse over it just appear move section.
The mouse over, they appear what?
It appear move section. But I couldn't get the one that you create the full width. Yeah.
Move section, is it? You couldn't even create the full width, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so when you I just need to know what you did. So you need to mouse over to the current one. So this is what you should get, right? You mouse over to the most top one. There's a blue color plus sign. You click on the blue color plus sign. It shows a full width section, an insert section, then it got full width.
Okay, let me try again. Wait. Okay, I think I can already.
Okay. Full width slider lah,
Full width slider, okay.
Okay. Can Then move up. Francis, are you okay? Didn't see your thumbs up. Okay, good. Okay, NG. Okay, so for the rest, right, just tell me do a Command S or Control S to save the page. Then we go for a 20 minutes break. We'll be back by 3:40. Okay, if not, then NG, okay, Lee?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So I see you at 3:40 again. Thank you. See you later. Hello, everyone. If you're back, just give me a thumbs up, okay? Okay. I have a question here. Bold versus regular text. Please repeat the accordion. Toggle open and close text formatting. Bold versus regular text. Wait, what's it about? So Lula, the open and close, right? It all depends on if this is open or if it's closed. So okay, so better not.
Sorry, my question is more in terms of you show us how to differentiate open and close by background color, blue versus purple. If I don't want the background color, but I want to differentiate the open and close versus bold text versus regular text.
Oh, okay. Just let me check. So the title, right? The title text, right?
Yes, instead of differentiating open and close by background color, if I want to differentiate by the font bold
I think
versus regular.
you can only change the font colors, whether or not is it open color and closed color.
Actually, just now the Surfshark,
Yeah, it's not.
the example was,
It's not. It's the same.
both are bold, is it?
Yeah, it's just a different color. Also, maybe what you can do is, it's more that you can actually choose something similar to the background. Then it will look more plain, more pale.
Okay, can.
How?
Thanks.
No problem. Any other questions? So I guess everyone is back, right? Okay. So welcome back. Now, what I want you to do is, I will just need to touch on the topic today. This will last us through the end of the day, basically on image wise. Okay, so we already done the landing page. I understand that right now the landing page is still not the best looking yet, so I will have to leave it to you all to go and make it the best looking landing page when before the assessment, so that you can submit to me the best looking best looking small room page when on your assessment itself. Okay. But I thought I hope that I have gone through most of the very fundamental stuff of all this of the whole landing page itself, and some of the frequently used frequently used module that you can use for your websites. So of course, during the landing page, during the period where you touch on the landing page, right, and if you want to insert more like a module, you can actually insert that on your own. Then can give it a try. If you have an issue, then on the day itself, you can ask me so that I can answer to your questions one by one. Okay. Francis, ask me a question.
Just now I tried on this the new sliding page that you have just taught us. I tried to insert some photos. Photos only show half of the screen. How do I make the photo to show the entire screen?
Half of the screen as in what? Is it in the slider itself? Still in the slider as well?
Yes, it's in the slider, but half of it is photo, half of it is text. So I don't want the text, I just want photo.
Oh, that means you put on top.
Yeah.
Okay, so later we go through this, it's part of my next section.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions that you want to ask? I made a mistake of creating a team that's not about room rental, but to corporate consultation instead. Creating a team. Is that okay? Sorry, Gavin asked a question. Gavin, what do you mean by is that okay? What do you mean? Okay, as in for the assessment or what?
No, because I'm not sure whether you're using it for assessment and you're calling it as all-star training rooms.
It doesn't matter. So the assessment is when you submit the landing page to me, is when you have built the landing page. less of what is inside the landing page, what is in the content. I don't really want, I don't really will, I won't be really checking the content. I want to see that you are able to create the landing page, or at the same time you're able to edit the landing page itself. So the content wise, if you put like business consultation, it's still okay, doesn't matter to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's move on. So just take a look at my screen. I'm going to teach you the one more section, which is the image size. Okay, so a lot of you have been asking what is the image size of certain things, and certain on the website itself, what is the image size of the banner, for example, or even the text, or even the images over here. Now, these image size are usually not fixed. So every website has different image size. So what we do to fix it is by using ratios. Okay. Now, if you go under your learning portal, you can also see under learning portal, under let me check, learning portal, it should be under DB Team Access. Under learning portal, under DB Team Access, okay, you should be able to see this thing that says I think let me try to log into my learning portal. I think it's web design size guide. Learning portal. Okay. Okay. So under DB Team Access. Toolkit, then toolkit, then DB Team Access. Then you have this that says web design size guide. Okay. So if you open up the web design size guide, this is actually your size. Okay, now for website, right, the size is actually very different. So what we need to learn is more of the ratio itself. So in this size guide, it will explain to you what kind of ratio you should use for websites, and what kind of size in terms of images that you should consider using. Now, first thing first, we need to understand that the size guide is suitable for laptop and desktop. And of course, if it's for mobile phone, it will be suitable also. Since it's going to be mobile responsive, and since we talk about the aspect ratio. But usually for the, let's say, that laptop and desktop, right, the size is usually in 16:9 on the width, 16:9 in aspect ratio. So what exactly is 16:9? So if you watch movie, right, usually they have these two black bar on top, is 16:9. So 16 means is the width, and 9 means is the height. Okay. Now 16:9, and then the full size of a laptop or desktop, right, is usually at 1920 times 1080 in height and 1920 in width. Now the size of the laptop doesn't matter. So if you have a 13-inch or if you have a 15-inch, it doesn't matter, because this is a resolution size. So resolution, if you have a bigger screen, you still can use a 1920 times 1080 resolution on the bigger screen as well. Okay, so 1920 is the width times height. Okay, so remember this two number, 1920 times 1080. Okay, so before you go on to the next one, so for ratio wise, usually we will use 4 ratios. The first ratio we're going to use is 16:9. Then the first ratio we're going to use is 1:2. The second ratio we're going to use is 1:1. And the third ratio we use is 3:4, then 4:3. So usually we won't use any other ratio. For us, we don't use any other ratio except for these 4 ratios. The reason why, because all these 4 ratios, right, is actually the more optimal image to use. Okay, thank you, Gavin, for your link. Okay, now how do we calculate this? So for example, if it's 16:9, right, 16 is the width and then 9 is the height, right? You just need to use the width divided by 16 times 9, you get 1080. So that's why you have 1920 1080. So same thing for 11, I think it's a square lah. Okay, and then same thing for 34 and then 43. here. Okay, so these are the ratios that we use. Anything outside this ratio, usually we won't want to use as well. Okay, because having this ratio will help you to, when it's resized, it will look better also. So for your image, right, because most of the image we're going to use are background images. So if it's background images, usually when the size gets smaller or usually goes to a mobile phone, okay, you will get cropped off by the size. So what we do is, if you want to use images, right, try to use images that has that has a focus in the center itself. Okay, so when it's cropped off by the side, right, at least you can still see the center. But then again, it's not always you will get this best result. Okay, so it's never recommended that if you're going to use it for work, if you're going to use it for background, it's not recommended for you to use something that requires a focus on the image itself. Okay, so try to use something that you don't really have focus if it's using it for background. Okay. Now so usually for home page, right, we will split the home page and other page, right, on the top banner. So let's say for home page, the top banner is always bigger. So as I explained to you, right, we usually do not use the full page banner. So we usually use like around 2/3, then left with 1/3 below it. Then for the other pages, it's smaller. Okay. So based on what I have calculated, right, I thought I actually thought that this is actually the best height that you can have so that you can more space below. So what I have here is 1920 times 552. Okay, so 1920 times 552. In the 1920, right, you want to keep your content, your focus within this safe area, which is 100 times 350. So when it's smaller or bigger, it won't get cut off on the certain part itself. Okay, so 1920 552. For other pages, we use 418 itself. That's so you have more space below. Okay, so how do you calculate the images if the images is in? Give me a while. Gavin asked, what is the about the extension? Does it matter a great deal? What do you mean by extension, Gavin? Sorry. Or PNG doesn't. Okay, so okay, I leave your question on hold for a while. Thank you. I'll leave on hold for a while. Okay, so if it's in the center, if it is like two portion, right? Usually we use 510. So how do we get this 510? We use 1080, which is the content area, minus away the gap here, minus away the gap here, minus away the gap here. You get a total of around 510. Okay, but don't really have to remember, don't really have to go and calculate, just remember this number. So we remember three number, 1920 times 1080, right? Then you also want to remember another one is 510. That's it. These are the three numbers that you need to remember. Okay. So let's say if it's 510, so you go by your height lah. So if it's ratio, if it's 1:1, then of course the other height is 510 also. If it's 3:4, then you use it divided by 3 times 4, you can get it. Okay. Now you also have 3 columns and 4 columns. So as I mentioned, right, you only remember 510, right? So if it's 3 column or 4 column, right, we also use 510. Okay, the reason why we also use 510 is because the system will then reduce the size for us. So we don't really have to go and reduce it ourselves. The reason why you don't want to reduce it yourself is that one day, for example, if you have 4 columns, right, then one day you decided that I want to change to 3 columns, at least you still get a better quality image. You don't need to re-edit this image again. Okay, so for columns, right, usually you only remember 510. Okay. As for what kind of extension we use, as for what kind of file type we use, right, whether is it JPEG or PNG or SWG, it depends on what is the purpose. So if, for example, if it's a transparent background, of course we use PNG. Okay, this is about it what you can use. But if you want to use JPEG and if you want to consider using JPEG and PNG, JPEG has a you should consider using JPEG because JPEG is a smaller size. Okay, compared to PNG. PNG has a bigger size. So it depends on what you want to do. If it's an illustration, picture, image, then maybe PNG. Photos, all these, just leave it as JPEG is good enough. Okay, Kevin. Kevin, are you okay? Okay. Any question? Any other question that? Sorry, did I miss it? What is the safe area? Safe area is this part. May. Safe area is this part. So when you do safe area, for example, right? If the size of the screen gets slightly smaller or bigger, right? You won't get cut off the most focus area. So this is what you can see. So the focus thing is always in the center. May, are you okay? Andrew, where can you find this? In your learning portal under Toolkit DV Team Access Web Design Size Guide. Okay. So the main area content, the main content of the image should be within the safe area. Main content, the focus, yes. But it's also not very, so May says the main content of the image should be within the safe area. Yes, but it's also not very, not very accurate one. So try not to use, if you want to focus on the object, right, try not to use it as a background. Okay, so for example, in your this learning, in your this small room, right, the image is going to be your background. So if you want to focus, and then when you know that when you go smaller screen, it's going to cut off. So if you want to focus, then don't use it as a background, use as an image. Then you cannot use this banner already. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? I take one last question if you want. If not, then what you can do is let's head down to select your image. How to select your, how to find images. So there are a few places that you can find images. The first place you want to find images is from, okay, usually for images, right, you will find it under royalty free image. Royalty free image doesn't mean it's free. It means that you can use it for your corporate website. So for images for a corporate website, you find royalty free image, you can go for like iStock. iStockphoto.com is one of the royalty free image. However, right, now the good thing about iStock is that you can find a lot of Asians photos. So for example, if you want to go for Asian daughters and all this, you can find quite easily in iStock photos. Okay. But the downside for iStock photo is actually quite expensive. So one image, right, is about 4. Okay, this is 17. Maybe this is cheaper, but 17 is cheaper already. Some of the image, right, for example, I click on the first image. Yeah, it's not loading. I don't know why. This image is about $45. So one image is around this pricing. Okay. So if you want one or two, it's still okay. But if you want more, then maybe you want to consider something cheaper. If you want something cheaper, you can go for deposit photo. Deposits photo. Now for deposit photo, right? The photo itself, there's quite a lot of photo, but if you talk about Asian photo, then it's not a lot of Asian photos. Okay, so might not be easy to find the type of Asian photo that you want for most websites. But if you are okay with the rest of it, right, usually this is around so it's $1, right? $1 is around
So if you go under their package, you see, you take a look at their package, price of plans. Their package is around $29, so it's about 0.97 cents per image, which is very much cheaper than iStock. Okay. If not, right, then the other one that you can go for is actually Unsplash. Unsplash is actually free. So you go on unsplash.com. Unsplash has quite a lot of image in high quality. However, if you want to be very specific, then you cannot find specific image. So for example, if you want to go Asian daughter, I think you cannot really find Asian daughter kind of image in Unsplash. So you want to consider using deposit photo instead, or iStock photo instead. Okay. So these are the three. In fact, if you want, right, I also have a few that is free. So you want to just take a quick screenshot on this. Okay. So these are the few screenshots. Okay, now for image wise, right, if you're going to download for Unsplash, for example, right, you can actually download, let's say, Office. Okay, for example, you want this image, right? What you can do is just select the arrow on the right hand side. Then you can choose the medium size. So once you choose the medium size, it will be downloaded. Okay, so once it's downloaded over here, you can just close it. The image will be in your computer already. Now, but you want to choose image, right, also be very careful. If this image you know is going to be a landscape image, okay, try not to choose a portrait image. So you should not choose an image that is like that. Okay, the reason why you don't want to choose an image is like that, or even let's say you don't want to choose an image that is like this, right? If you choose image that's like this, right, if you want to get a portrait mode, it's not going to be quite possible. So it's either this part whereby you only see the plant, or this part whereby you only see the laptop. So try not to choose that. You should always choose something that it can be cropped off properly. Like for example, this kind of image, it can be cropped off properly, so it will look nicer. Okay. Okay, now Gavin has a question. If I choose this image that are free and I download them, can I imprint a watermark represent my brand or websites? Can I put it another way? Your question, it should be, if you download and then say this is your own image, is it? Do you mean this way?
Yeah. So normally I will obviously check to see if it's free, and occasionally we will take pictures or comics. We will put them in our website,
right?
Listicles or something like that. And occasionally we'll put the watermark for our company there. But we put a quote below says that if you love to share, or if you love the images, you can actually use the images over here. Just credit them back to us. But then again, these images are taken from somewhere else with no accreditation.
Okay, so I will advise you, if possible, right, not to use others' image as your own image. So if you want to say this is your own image, then it has to come from your side, because at the end of the day, copyright wise, I don't think it's possible. It's okay, because what you can do is you can use that image on your website, but you cannot say this is my image, or you cannot sell as my image.
I see. Does the watermark definitely represents that it belongs just because you're branding it, right, with your watermark?
So for example, you put your own watermark in this image, right?
Yeah.
That means you are trying to say that this image is yours.
Yeah, but the thing is, although you think that it's ours, but if we are also opening up to share with other people, does that also could that be a cause for infringement as well?
Okay, as long as Okay, if you download from free site like Unsplash, right, as long as you use it on your website and not reselling it is okay. That's the copyright rule. Yeah.
You're not selling it. I mean, you can use it. You can use it. You
So
can
I
just
mentioned
copy.
is as long as you're not reselling it, it's okay. That's the rule. But it's not. But usually I won't advise you to credit as your own image when it's not. That's about it. That's what I meant.
I see. Okay.
But yeah. So the rule is to cannot sell it.
Okay, so I did not really infringe the rule, right? I just was like somewhere near the infringement, but not really
Very
infringing.
great lah, very great lah. Okay.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah. So May Lim asks, if these images are free, do we still have to credit? Mei Ling, if you download, right, then they will tell you the answer. So download under Unsplash. You don't have to credit them, but you can just say thanks to them by sharing their work on it. Okay, so you can just like maybe photo put this on top, but it's not necessary. It's not a requirement, or as you said. Made him okay. Okay, now, so what I need y'all to do is just spend the next 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, right? Go and find image that's suitable for your site. So we are looking for one landscape image and 3 1:1 images. Okay, so you can go under Unsplash and look for your image. So we'll start looking for it 10 minutes. Just once you finish, then once it's on 10 minutes, I'll come in and we'll do it together. Okay, you can go ahead and do it. Should we download all the medium size? Yes. Me, yes. I need to say thanks to the Francis, don't need. So as you can see, right, it says as you can see when you download, right, it doesn't ask you. Saying thanks is better lah, but don't really have to do that. So I hope all of you are still okay now. Okay. We'll do it together soon. In around 30 seconds time, then I'll do it on my screen. So we don't, Gavin, no need to put the image yet, just download only. Okay, let's do it together. So I'm just going to choose. So again, when you all choose your image, just be very careful. So for example, the first image I chose was this, when I can crop in the center, so it's okay. The next 3 images, for example, that I want to choose like free Wi-Fi. I choose Wi-Fi. Okay, so I want to choose something like that. So I want to choose, so I want to choose an image whereby I can crop 1:1. So this is 1:1, right? So I want to choose an image like that. So this is okay. Just click on it. And just under the download, just click medium. Okay, next thing, same thing. So don't need to set thanks, can just cross this away. The same thing, let's move on. So we have like a pantry. Okay, so for example, I choose this again, I can have half of it, 1:1. Okay, so this is okay, just put, just download. One last thing, which is the B parking. Projector, right? Okay, this one. Maybe I choose this again. There's a 1:1 possibility of having 1:1. Okay, so I download all the images already. Now, I hope everyone has downloaded the images also. So what you need to do is just go back to a small room. Sorry, go back to your back end. Save this page, and then we go back to our back end. Click on the back end. Okay, so go under media. So I need you to go under media, click on media, just click on the media file itself. So what we're going to do next is we are going to adjust the size of the images first. Okay, so add new, media, add new, and then you select all the files. So it should be under downloads, and we're just going to select all our files. It's these three. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Click open. Once you got the file all uploaded, yeah, give me a thumbs up, then I can know all of you are done. So let's do this together. So let's go back to your back end, click on media, and then click on add new, upload all the files. Okay, thank you. Angie, thank you. Okay, it will take a while sometimes for you all to upload. Okay, because sometimes the files is big. Okay, are you okay? I only managed to find 2 images. Okay, Jenny, okay, give you more time. Just any image, Jenny, if you want. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Tiffany and May, okay. Okay, May, thank you. Cindy, thank you. Okay, Francis, okay. Francis, you need help? Okay, so let's look at my screen. Come back, look at my screen. We will do the image editing now. Okay, Francis still downloading. Okay, maybe Jenny and Francis, I give you all maybe another minute, then we can wrap up. If not, then can just take a look at my screen. We can carry on first.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So wrap up what you have. We will start with the next part. So take a look at my screen, then later y'all can do it on your own. Okay. Now all of you should have already have all the image up already. So you should have like around you should have 4 images. So we talk about the first image first. Now the first image, we know we want it to be horizontal, and we have a size that we want to keep, which is basically your homepage banner, which is 1920 times 552 lah, right? If you check your banner, your web design size guide. But currently, right, our dimensions shows 1920 times 1282. So what we need to do is that we know that it's going to take away most of the portion. So we need to select the area that we want and then crop away the rest that we do not want. Okay, so how do we do it is once we select the image, that is edit button on the bottom part, click on the edit button. Okay, this edit button, the next thing we need to do is just to select the area. Okay, select the area. And how do we know this is 552? You take a look at the right hand side over here. Currently right hand side over here. Currently the selection is 1915 times 715. So what we can do is we can just force it to be 1920 times 552. So once you do this 1920 times 552, you can actually adjust the area you want. So let's say you adjust this area that you want and you think it's good. You can just click on the crop button. Okay, once you click on the crop button, you can just click on save. Then you can have it saved already. Okay. Sorry, Francis, what is block? You said something is blocked, is it?
Your screen now, the black color screen with all our names and your video.
Black color
Oh,
screen.
okay. Then this one I can move. Sorry.
Huh?
No, it's okay.
So that means you never see what I did, right? I do again, Ken? I do
okay.
again. Okay, don't worry. Do again, huh? Okay, so let me just maybe I want to take a look again. I explain again. So for example, the first image we know is going to be 1920 times 10, times 552, right? But this is not 1920 times 552. This is 1920 times 1282. So there are certain part that we want need to select, and the rest we need to crop away. So how do you do that in WordPress? You can actually click on the image, click on the edit button. And you can actually select the text. So for example, this one you want to select this area, right? But after you select, how do you know this is 1920 times 552? Take a look on the right hand side. You can see that under selection. Take a look on the right hand side, you can see that under selection 1915 times 453. So you can actually force the selection to be 1920 times 552. Okay, so once you put the selection, the next thing you can do is just move this around. Okay, you can actually move it to any area that you want. Like for example, we move it this way. And once you're done, just click on the crop button. That's about it. Okay. So it's already 552. So once you're cropped ready, then you can save. Then right now the image should be 1920552. Okay, let's give it a try on your screen. So what I need you to do is just select the first image that you're going to use for the banner. First image that you're going to use for the banner, and click on edit image. Click on edit image. So once you click on edit image already, select the area that you want to crop. Okay, you know that if you take a look at the original dimension, right? If the width is already 1920, you know that you need to select from one side to one side. Confirm already, right? So one side to one side is 1920. So on the right hand side, right, you can see selection. Just change it to 1920 times 552, and then coming back here, you can just adjust wherever you want it to present. Okay, then once you're done, just click on the crop, top left hand corner, crop, and then click on save. Okay. If you are okay, same thing, just give me a thumbs up.
Texting, sorry to disrupt you. I have a question.
No problem.
Hi. Okay, so my image, right? Its original dimensions are 1280 by 72. It's very small.
Cannot. So you will have a 1920 image.
Yeah, so I can't have that selection. Is there anything I can do from there?
No, you only can download a bigger image. If not, right? Yes, you can still shape it to 552, but it's 1280 552. So let's say if you go to a bigger screen, then your image will be stretched, will be slightly more pixelated.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So in this sense, right, I have to pay attention to what I download in the first place, right?
Yes. So the size that you download, yes.
Okay. And then from here, right, if let's say because on top there is this scale image, is there anything I can do with that to actually rescale my image?
You can scale down, but you cannot scale up. That means you cannot make it bigger.
Yeah. Otherwise you'll be pixelated, right?
Yeah, correct. So you cannot make it smaller. So it's not possible. Okay.
Okay, then in that case, I'll just stick to the original dimensions.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. Jenny, do you still need help? You said you're uploading image, but do you want me to repeat that?
I already have already uploaded two because I didn't have time to look for the other two. So I'm at upload new video. So what do I do now?
Okay, so click on the first image that you want to change.
Okay.
Okay, click on edit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, select the image, the area that you want.
Select the area that I want.
Uh-huh.
Below there's edit image, right?
Yeah, click on the edit image.
Uh-huh.
Then select the area that you want.
The area that I want. Mouse over the picture?
Yeah, just hold your mouse over and then select, like how you normally select.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then on the right hand side, can you see selections?
Let's see selections. Aspect ratio.
Selection.
I don't see
Just
this
below,
word though.
just below aspect ratio.
Okay. Yes. So
Okay.
what do I click one?
What is your selection now?
106 times 34. Too small, right?
106. Yeah, too small. How come your image too small? Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
How do
because
you
I
download?
I didn't realize that we have to look for the size as well. Yeah.
Okay, so later. Okay, so
Maybe
later
I use
you
it for some. I will use it for the other one then. Correct?
Later, then you do again. Can I come back to you later? Then
Okay,
you try
sure.
again.
Okay, sure.
Sorry,
Okay.
I can't. The save button is gray off. How do I
You
save
click
it?
on the crop?
Yeah.
You click on the crop already.
Yes.
So you must crop. You must click on the. You take a look at my screen. I also gray out now.
Okay.
Because if I don't click on the crop button, it's always gray. So I click one more time, then it crop already, then I can save.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Now, so this is how you crop your first image. So, Jenny, you gotta look for the other image first, but I will probably think that you should take a look at my screen now because then after that I give you some time again later, Jenny.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good. No problem. Okay, so now let's move on to the second image. So for second image, it's going to be more straightforward, right? We are just going to have 1:1. I'm just going to select 1:1 selection. But right now, if I select 1:1 selection, right, it will going to be like quite a big size. So I after I select the crop area already, I need to then resize it to the smaller size. So how do I do it? Same thing, just take a look at my screen first. Same thing, click on the image, click on edit image. Okay, under the edit image, I need to select the area that I want. Okay, same thing. But how do I know this is 1:1? Now, instead of doing the selection now, under aspect ratio, you put 1:1. So the system will then select the area for you. Now, once you put 1:1, right, it's not possible for you to give other size already. It's always 1:1 already. So you can just put it like the area you want, same thing. Click on the crop. Okay, then click on the save. Okay, now once you crop and save it already, the next thing you need to do is you take a look at the current dimension, right? It's 1, 1, correct, but the size is actually quite big. So what we need to do is just resize it to the smaller size. So this one will be easier. Click on edit image again. The resize just change to 512. Okay. Now this resize is racial crop, racial lock. That means if you put 1510, the right hand side will also be 510. Okay. So you can put scale, and that's it. Okay. Let's try it together at your site. So go back to your screen. Okay, select the image that you want. Click on edit image. Okay, select the area that you want. Under aspect ratio on the right hand side, change to 1:1. Once you have done that, click on the crop button. And then click on save. Okay. This part, oh, okay, right. Yeah. Now, all you need to do is click on edit image again. Under dimension, did I crop properly? No? Sorry, one more time. I didn't crop properly later, earlier. So I just restore my image. So I just crop again. Choose. Give me one more. Sorry, I do one more time because I didn't crop properly earlier. Choose the image that I want. Crop to 1:1. Select the area that I want. Just click crop. Click on save. Okay. Okay. Now done. Just click. So for us, I'm back to the same track. Just click on edit. On the right hand side, dimension, choose 510 or 512, 510. Click on scale. Okay, if you manage to get it, can you give me a thumbs up? Five one two or 510, 510. Eh, 510, right? Actually, 512 or 510 is still okay. As long as if you put 512, right, then the rest also put 512. If not, you have 2 pixels smaller. If you're okay with it, then it's good. After scale, need to save. Don't need to, after you scale, I think don't need. Just put on scale, then don't need to save already. It will save already. Jenny is okay. Any image will do. Okay. Now, since you all are quite good already, maybe what I can do is I give you all like 7 minutes, go and complete the 2 other photo as well. Then after 7 minutes, I will do it on my screen. Then you can just take a look. Okay. So all the best. Jenny, after you saved, you can just do for the next 3 other image.
Is that under edit media, add new?
Yes, correct. Edit media and new, correct.
Okay, thanks.
May ask if there's a reason why the editor won't let me select 1:1 ratio. May, if the law doesn't allow you to select 1:1 ratio, right, it means that your area that you selected is too big for the selection to go. So for example, in this case, right, if you select like half already and you still want to go 1:1, right, it might not be possible. Sometimes it's still okay, but it's not possible. Sometimes it's not possible. So what you do is just reduce the area that you select, then you select 1:1. May, do you hear me? Okay, thank you, May. Jenny, could not load the preview image. Please reload the page and try again.
It does not allow me to cancel. They say my changes will be lost, so I dare not click the cancel. So how do I get out of this?
You just cancel it, no choice. Cancel it and try again, because sometimes you just cancel it and see whether it does it load.
I'm sort of hang here. Just hang.
Huh?
You want to see my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see it?
Can you refresh the page?
Okay, give me a moment.
The image all very small. This one 634. Okay lah.
Wait a minute. Suddenly I lost it.
You just refresh your page.
Just refresh my page.
Then you try. Yeah, try again.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Andrew, I have a 1:1 image, but it does not allow me to scale 512 or 512. Andrew, can you tell me more of what you see? Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Jenny, sorry, the selection that you do is the selection that you do, right, is smaller than the required size, so you cannot select such a small size. Can you see it's 354 times 350? You need to select bigger so that the selection is at least more than 510 times 510.
So I should go bigger.
Yeah.
Until is this good enough?
Yeah. So then you go under aspect ratio to choose 1:1. you go under aspect ratio, choose 1:1.
Yeah, okay. Then here 5.
No need,
I
no
crop
need.
first, right?
Wait.
I crop first, right?
Crop first, yes.
Then I change here to 5:1.
No, you crop already, you have to save it. You scroll down, there's a save.
And change to then go back to edit.
Edit image, yeah. Then choose.
Then go to 510 to 510.
Cannot. You haven't scaled properly yet. Jenny, you have to retry. Can you retry the whole thing? Yeah. Retry the whole process.
Then?
Okay, then you select the area you want. 1:1, right?
Yeah.
Select the area you want. Select. Okay.
Still have to be bigger, right? Can already, right?
Can already. Okay, then you click on crop. Go up, click on crop, click on save. Crop, and then click on save. Okay.
Then go back to here. Then edit.
Now you can change to 510 times 510.
Okay, then save.
Click on scale.
Okay.
Scale. Ready. Very good.
Okay.
Update.
So I got to go and do for the other.
Correct.
Let me just. I have to look for them first. Okay, thanks.
Okay. I will do it on my screen, but before I do, Lula has a question. Original download the image are not saved. Only the edited image are saved in the media library. So Lula, in the media library, you can only see the edited image size, but the original image is still saved in the backend. That's why if you can see, right, I can restore the image immediately. I don't have to reload another time a new image. You get what I mean, Lula? Yeah, Lula, is this your screen? No, it's not. It's not. Share my screen for you. Can you see my screen now? So Lula, you see, I can actually, for example, when I edited the image already, right? This one is edited already, right? I can still actually restore the image immediately here, because the original image is not. When you do editing, right, you will edit a new version of the image. The original image will not be edited. Okay, let's come back to my screen. Okay, so once you are back here, for example, just click on edit image, simple. And we're gonna do it again. So 1:1. So I'm just gonna select 1:1. Wait, 1. Okay, just one more time. 1:1. This is the thing that I select. Once I selected it, I click on crop. Once I crop it, click on save. Okay. Once I save it, the next thing I do is edit image. And then I change to dimension 512. So you'll change to 512 as well. Just click on scale.
Sorry, fixing this scale part. Some of the image, if I put 510, it doesn't automatically follow by 510.
That means you didn't crop properly. You didn't crop properly.
Okay, but if the what do you call that?
You need to crop to the aspect. That's why the first step you do was to crop the aspect ratio 1:1.
Okay.
So if you didn't crop properly, then you won't be able to adjust the right hand side.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay. So once I scale it, done, the next image again, this part, I just click on edit image. Same thing, I'm just gonna select the area that I want, and then I select aspect ratio 1:1. So this is the area that I want. Click on the, oh, this is not very nice. So this is the area that I want. Click on the crop. click on the save, and then click on edit, and new dimension 510. Now, sometimes if you put in a number, and if you put in a number and you see an exclamation mark on the right hand side, right, it means you are trying to increase the size more than the original size, which you cannot do that. Okay, so you're gonna put 510 times 510. Okay, done. So scale. So we've got all 3 images ready. Now just have a show of hand if you have all 3 images done, all 4 images edited already, then we can move on to the next section. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Angie, thank you. Okay, okay, okay. Jenny, are you okay?
No, I think you can proceed the rest. It's okay. I'm still in the midst of doing my pictures.
Okay, so once we are done, what we need to do is we'll then move on to put this image onto your page. Let me just try this again. It didn't save properly earlier. So 510. Okay, done. Okay, so now let's go back to our small page, small rooms. Go under pages, click on all pages. Then under small room, click on edit. Okay, same thing, click on edit with DB. Okay, just look at my screen first. I'll go through a bit on the stuff itself. The first thing we need to do is to change this banner to your 552 banner. So how do you change this banner? There are a few things that you can do to change this banner. So for example, right, if you try to select the section settings and you try to put it under the section settings, under background image, you won't be able to see the image changes. Okay, the reason why you won't be able to see the image changes is because the banner, the slider itself, actually has a blue color banner, and it's actually hidden the section itself. So let me explain. So for example, right? So let's say for example, let's say you have a section here, full section here. What is on top, right? It's actually your module. Okay, your module, right? So when you try to change a section background, right, you're trying to change what is below the module itself. So the module will cover whatever image that you choose. Okay, so you cannot change it under section settings. So where do you need to change? You should go into the slide itself. So this is a slider, right? You can choose the settings over here, and you need to go into the slides itself. So full width slider, click onto the slide itself, and then you will change it as the background. So some of you, right, will change the, some of you will put the image as, media. So some of you will put under add media. Show you. So just now I think is, who was it? Tell me the image is on top. So you put under add media, right? This is what you see. The image will be on top or just below, slightly below, which is not correct. So where should you put the image, right? You should put the image in the background itself. So when you choose background, under the slides particular slide settings, right? When you choose background, there are 4 options over here. The first option is solid color. Then you have got the gradient color and then the image. Click on the background image and then click on plus background image. Okay, then from there you can choose the image and then just click upload image. Once you've done that, this is what you should get. Okay, simple. Can give it a try on your screen. I'm just going to set out the steps. You can repeat the steps. Okay. Now going back to your screen, select or open up the module setting of your full width header. So it's the gray color one, gray color settings. Click on the settings. Okay. And you will see two slides inside the settings, right? Then choose the first one. Go into the settings of the first slides. Under background, select background. You'll see 4 tabs. Okay. Click on the third tab. And just click on the plus sign that says add background image. Okay. Then select the image and click OK. Okay. So I think most of you should get it. If not, if you get it, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, thank you. So I have got Gavin and Angie not done yet. Why is there a second slide? So slides. Okay, wait. Gavin, give me a while. Okay, so some question. So one question is, Gavin, your question, give me a while. So one question is, if I were to change, if I were to put it under full width slider settings, put it under here, what is the difference? The difference is the first slide. The difference is if you put these two slides, right, if you remove their background color, okay, if you remove their background color, right, these two slides will then have the same background. Okay, if you remove the correctly background color, right? Try again, sorry. I'm going to remove these two background color. And this one. Okay. So if I put my background in the full width slider, both slides have the same background, will have the same background. Okay. But which is not what you want to get. So if you want the only one slide to have that particular background, you should put the background into the particular slider itself. So for this case, do it this way. Then one slide will have this background, the other slides will have another background. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So by putting it, so you cannot just put in the slides, full width slider settings. Why is there second slide? So for Gavin, right, his question is why is there second slide? So every slide, so this is a slider. Slider means you have different sides. So you can have one more side over here. Usually you want to have different promotions, right? Something like that. Gavin. Okay, got it. Okay. So the rest all okay? Okay, Angie, okay. Jenny, which part are you not clear, Jenny?
And I just share screen, you take a look.
Okay. Jenny, are you there?
Yeah, I already.
Okay, so if not, right, what I need to, so this is done already. So this background we are done. Of course, after that, when you are trying to do it on your own, you can add one more background. So what we do is, if you scroll down, the next one we want to change is these 3 images. Okay, how to change these 3 images? Take a look at my screen. How to change these 3 images? You just need to go into the module settings. Now remember, it's not the row section, it's not the section setting, it's not the row setting, it's the module setting, this particular module. Click on the settings. Okay, now the image you want to change here, right, is not the top image. That means you don't do the add media also. If you try to add media, right, this is what is going to happen, which is not correct. Okay, so what you should do is you should change it under image and icon over here. Click on image and icon, click on the image, select the image you want, then click on upload image. This is what you will get. Okay, so my image is wrong, I choose one more. So this is what you get. Okay, so it's under image and icon. Now, Lula, your question?
Sorry, before this part on the slider part, right? I actually chose a image where the colors are a bit too light, so the white text on the slider cannot be seen.
Lula,
Is there
have a
any
question,
way
right?
to? Can you hear me? Cannot hear me?
Think, can you hear me? I cannot. Oh, wait. Or is it me? Let me check. Sorry, Lula, I didn't hear a question. One more time. Come so soft one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. Wow, very loud now.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I chose an image where the colors are a bit light in the header, the banner, the carousel banner part, the top part, right? So the white text cannot really be seen. Yeah.
Okay.
So the white text cannot really be seen, right? Is there any way to mute the colors on this banner?
Okay, so what you can do is, okay, good question. Sorry, so it's a good question. So if you have an image that is too dark or too bright, right, and you cannot see the text, right, all you do is normally you put an overlay on top of the image. So to put an overlay on top of the image, right, you just go back to your settings again. Go under design, you can see overlay. Okay, click on overlay, then you can use background overlay, and from there you can change the color you want. So for example, I change to black, right, and I just need to just adjust the opacity of the black lah. But usually if you don't adjust the opacity, it will be black like that. Okay, Lula.
Okay, thank you very much.
Y'all want me to do this again, this part again? So I do it again in case. So go back to your module setting to the top. Sorry, I think I didn't explain to you also. Set module settings to the top, click on the settings. Okay, go to your slider settings, click on design, click on overlay, use background overlay, click yes, and then you'll get a background overlay from there. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's click on the tick. Okay. Now, sorry, let's go back to our 3 images. Are you okay? Do you want me to repeat the steps on these 3 images?
Teck-Sing, can you repeat how do we add on more slides?
You just put plus sign, like in the slider module, just add new slide.
I tried adding new slides. I can see there's 3, but however, when I try to click the slider, there's only 2.
There's only 2, 3. Then you see the bottom part, there are 3 also, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I try again. Thank you.
Okay. So the rest, right, can you go and try out the 3 image below, and then just up the 3 image. Okay. If you all same thing, I give you all 7 minutes. You go and try out. Then later I'll do it on my screen. Okay, meanwhile, maybe Jenny, you want to share your screen?
Oh yeah, sure.
Jenny, you want to ask me what?
I don't know where I'm supposed to proceed from here.
Oh, you select your image already, okay already, right?
I don't know how many I've gotten now. I think the only one I didn't have is the top one, which is the landscape one.
Okay.
So is my this one good enough? And can I do I?
Okay, go under pages. No problem. Go under pages.
Has this been saved? Saved already, right?
Update already. No, I haven't.
Oh, no,
update
no,
first.
skill.
Skill first. Click on. Okay, then you up. Okay, idea. Then you go under pages. All pages. Then you scroll down.
Yes.
All pages, and then you scroll down. Scroll down and
Scroll
see
down.
small room, right? Small room.
Small room. Okay. Yeah.
Under, yeah, click on edit. Okay, then click edit with DV Builder. Okay, so the first panel you haven't finished already, right? You haven't finished, right?
No, no.
Okay, never mind. Then you scroll down, you click on the three images, click on the settings first. Settings. No, correct.
This
no,
one?
the module settings. You scroll down. Under image and icon, just change image and icon.
And then?
Excuse me. Just click on the image. And then you just select under media library. You select the image that you had edited.
This is under Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
Then upload.
Okay. Then go and do
the
on
other one I do is
same thing.
And then I don't think I got the projector, so I do. Okay,
it's okay, Jenny. Don't worry. Later after the class, right, you can view through the video again, and then you can try it on your own.
Okay. After this, after this, go to where? After design, go where?
Not design, content.
Content. Image icon. Then click here. Then choose this one. Then upload.
Correct.
And click.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Thanks so much.
No problem. Later you go back and try your.
Yeah. I'll try the first one. Yeah. Okay. After this one, I don't know. I'm lost again.
Okay,
I don't want to.
Actually, done. We are more or less done for this already. Later then.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Can you do the? Yeah. Andrew has a question. Is it Andrew? Let me see.
Yes. Can you demonstrate the overlay background slider?
Okay, can. So let's go back to our small room. So what you can do is click on the module settings. Choose the first slider settings. Go under design.
Okay.
Overlay. Then you just need to switch this on. Use background overlay.
All right then.
Yeah. So
how you slide the intensity of the color? I saw you do one slider just now.
Can. So you choose, like, for example, you choose black, right? Okay. Then you click on the left hand side. There's a selected color. Click on it.
Okay.
Then there's a scale over here.
Oh, okay.
But actually, by right, it gives you quite a good intensity already. Quite a good opacity already, so you can just leave it if you want. I think this is okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So the rest, we are about to wrap up. 2 more minutes, go and try out, then we can wrap it up already.
Next thing, I got one image when I put in, it didn't look right. How do I go and check how's the image? Can I just share screen with you?
What do you mean by don't look right?
It didn't fit the space lah.
You share screen with me. I take a look.
Okay. This one. I deleted the image from here. I trashed it.
I cannot see your screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen.
Here, let's say Bobby.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
I trashed it here already, so actually I got to go back here to not from here, right? It's
Yeah,
not
correct,
correct, right?
correct. It's here,
Not
but
from
you
here.
need to select blurb.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. And then content, right? Same thing, right?
yeah, content under
Add media,
image and
add media.
icon. No, not add media.
It was
Jenny.
not
Not
add
add
media.
media. Yeah, image and icon.
So what should,
Cancel this
so
away.
how
No, just cross this away. There's a cross here. Wait.
cross,
Wait.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So go back to content.
Yes.
Then
Okay. Under image and icon.
okay. Okay, then it was this picture. I cropped this picture actually. I cropped this picture.
Yeah, crop already.
So I cropped, so I insert now, right? This is getting really upload now. So I click it. It's okay now. Okay, good. That means I chose the wrong file. Thanks.
No problem.
So coming back to here, what do you want me to do? This part.
Okay, done already. Then it's okay. Now it's okay.
Okay.
Hold on for a while.
Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. I got another question. So can you create border for Wi-Fi projector and pantry? Border as in the image border or the image border. Okay, now if you want to create border, right, in the DV, so in DV itself, right, you can only create border for the whole module itself. So let's you can go under, if you go under that design, go under border, under design, go under border, right? You can actually like border width, just put like 1, then you can get the border here. Okay, good luck. Any other questions? Can you do that? Okay. Okay, no question yet. Can I? Okay, so since the time is already up, so what I'm gonna do is on my screen, I'm just gonna do it on my screen so you can follow me. So under image and icon.
Texting, sorry, for some reason I'm not seeing your screen.
Oh, sorry. Never share. I never share.
Oh, okay.
You are. Okay.
Would you be on the module for the border one? Because just now
Because I never share, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. One more time. Sorry about it. I'll try. Okay. How do you create a border? Go to the module settings, under design, under border. Okay, you just need to, currently the border width is 0, just increase it a bit. So you have like 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5. That's it. Then you can get the border. You can also change the color. If you don't want the border, you can also use like different sides only. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So for the border, right? If you see, right, you can anyway. Since you're on the question, on the topic of the border, just want to show you what you can do also. So on the border, right, you can see that you can select like a different border. So if you go under design, you go under border, right? You can select the different areas of the border, the top, the side, or the bottom. So you can choose, like for example, the bottom, right? You want it to be other color, which is also possible. So this is what you see. So the border can be like that. So if you don't, you can choose something like that. So the bottom is actually bigger, different colors. That's what you can do. So why you want to do that is because you can also do like that. So you have there's a few of the branding there. Even the border is there. So you can still see green color branding below it. Okay, that's what you can do. Yeah. Now, coming back to the image, what we'll do is choose the image. Okay. So very simple, just choose the image. For image and icon, just choose this image, for example. This is free pen free. I just choose the image, free projector, sorry. Projector and pen free use. Pen free use. Okay, that's about it. Image and icon, pen free use. Okay, that's about it. So this is what you have done. So by right now, you should have quite a complete, maybe 60-70% completed landing page already. So what you're going to do is later on the last day, right, when you have more time, you'll then touch on the landing page itself, okay, on your own, right? Then for there, on your own, then from there you can ask me some question immediately. We can respond. I can respond to you individually, so it's easier for you to understand. You know, right now, if you have any question, you can also ask me now. Okay.
Actually, I got one question.
Yeah.
Just want to check if we take some photos from our handphone. Is there any way that we can set it to be 1:1?
Can why cannot? Do the same way,
On the handphone itself.
Maybe on they upload to WordPress, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, when you upload to WordPress, then you just do the same way, You download from your phone already, right? You upload to your WordPress, then you just follow the same step.
Okay, but is there any way that we can? I think maybe no, it's okay. I say thank you.
Do it on the mobile, is it? On the mobile, you go and download app, Should have this. Should have some picture editing app one.
Okay, can.
Yeah. But that one is based on your mobile,
Okay, thanks.
Okay. May have a question. Can you extend the banner across all pages of the site? May, what you can do is you save to library and then call, which I'll go through with you tomorrow. Okay. The only way is to save to library and call. Okay. That's about it for our landing page, and then we are done with the landing page. We are done with the image. Then we'll move on to the last topic for the day. Okay. Before we move on, any other question that I can answer? So far, are you okay? The opacity. Yeah, Gavin, what is it?
Okay, so the title, the top title, right? If you have earlier on, you showed that for the image and the title to actually stand out, you can actually adjust the background image opacity, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That one, is it you just using the overlay itself?
Yeah, overlay. So if you want to change the opacity, right? So for example, you go under the settings here, for example, right?
Yeah.
You go under design, right? Then under overlay, under background overlay, currently, if you put yes, they will give you a 1 opacity. So if you want more, right, you can choose the color first. So black, for example, and then currently it's all black, right? So you just choose this bit, and then you can actually adjust the opacity on the right hand side. So for example, you want to choose blue, right? You can also do so.
Okay, again, thanks. I missed that part. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Got it. Thanks.
What is text overlay? Text overlay is like that. Okay. Okay. Jenny, the text for a free projector is covered by some text when I insert the image.
Can I just share screen? You take a look.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
This one. Remember, we changed the image and then the wrong image, and then when I put in the correct one, the text appear.
No, you know why not? Because your title text is back to the same black color.
My title text. Yeah.
You just edit. You just have to edit.
This one?
No, edit. Go up. You go up.
Come back here again.
And click on the settings. Yeah, correct. Just edit the title.
I remember you said copy. You can copy the first column one, the left column
Copy
one.
the no. You can copy,
doesn't
but you
work here?
didn't, but you didn't copy. So you already create a new blurb. It didn't just change. You just update it.
That's all, is it? I just need to click on this, right?
Correct.
And
later you can go and change the color as well.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Angie asks, is it possible to set the image slider so that the image can slide by itself? Yes, Angie, you can do that by going to the page here.
We can't see our screen.
I know. I know. Give me a while. So good question. So slider, if you want to slide on your own, how do you do so? Go under slide full width slider settings, the main one. Go under design. Scroll down, animation. Then scroll down, automatic animation. Just click on. Then you can choose the timing. The 7,000 you see here is 7,000 milliseconds. Okay. Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, no problem. So that's why I want you all to go and try out yourself tomorrow, the last day, right? So that you can go and explore all this. Okay, because it's not possible to finish all the teaching, then you won't learn because too much already. So if it will be better if you go and play around with it and have idea, then let ask me whether your idea can do it on DV or not. Then I can tell you. Okay. So once we are done with this part, then just help me save your page. Okay, and go back to your back end. Save the page and go back to your back end. Okay, now just take a look at my screen, right? Okay, so the last part, you only left with probably around 10-15 minutes only, so very fast only. Okay, now you might be thinking, right, why is it so difficult to create page by page, and then you don't know how to create and things like that. So sometimes your design skills is not that good, you don't know what to create with the page, right? Okay, so what happened is for DV, right, they actually comes out with a full range of layouts that you can use, okay, that you can implement on your page. Why do you want to use a layout? Is because all the design is already there. So if you take a look at my screen, I go back to their website. I just want to show you what kind of layouts do they have. So under their website, they have this layout, DV layout packs. So they have around 150 over layouts. Okay, so they have update every week. So it's 164 now. So it's a lot. Now every layout that you have here is a pack by itself, meaning to say that the layout that you have here has its own other pages. So for example, this agency landing page layout, right? You have their own home page, contact page, and blog page, and about page, which you can then call in and then use it immediately. Okay, so there's no need for, technically, right, if you are using DV, right, there's no need for you to actually there's no need for you to actually create from scratch. The reason why the course cover the create from scratch is because I want you all to be able to edit the layout yourself. So when you call in the layout already, right, and put it onto your site, right, then you know how to go and edit this layout yourself. So it's going to be very easy for you. Okay, so there are different type of layouts that you can use, and once you implement onto your DV site, right, all the images is also inside. So it's going to be very simple for you. Okay. Are you okay? Are you all okay? So let's give it a try on how do you call layouts onto the page itself. Okay. Now we're going to call the layout onto our home page. So back to our back end, go to pages, click on all pages. I'm just going to do it once here, then you can just follow through my steps later, yeah? So we go under home and click on edit. Okay, edit with the DV Builder. Okay. Why is it not loading? Okay, edit with the DV Builder.
I think on home, is it? And then
home. Edit with the DV Builder. Then I will come to you. Just follow my screen first, then you will know what to do. Okay. Just follow my screen first. Now, once you edit with DV Builder, right, you will see these three box. The first one that we did since the last week to today, right, is actually to build from scratch itself. But you can actually use the pre-made layout instead. So if you click on choose pre-made layout, then from there, you're able to choose from the 164 pre-made layout that DV has created for you. For you to load first. So you have 164 pre-made layout, you can choose. So I choose it. So for this is my home page, right? So I'm just going to choose the home instead. And I click on choose this, use this layout. So once I click on use this layout, the layout will then be calling from DV to our website. And we are done with the page. So it's very fast to create pages using layout. So once it's load, give it a while to load the page. Okay, taking too long. Just gonna refresh my page. Sorry, yeah. Okay, just gonna refresh my page. Okay, restore. And the layout is already here. Then from there, right, then you can actually do whatever we have taught to customize it. Okay, so for example, you want to change the text, just go back and then do the changes. You want to add a new section, can go ahead and do the add new section also. Okay. Now make us, is this layout comes with the initial purchase of the DV theme? Yes. So when you buy the DV theme, you can get all the layout. In fact, you can get all the layout with the DV theme. Okay, May? All right, so this is very easy. You take less than like 3 minutes to just create one page. Okay, so let's try this together. Okay, let's go to back end. Try this together. We go to back end. Okay, under back end, go to pages, mouse over to pages, select all pages. Pages, select all pages. Okay. Take a look at the home page and select edit. And then click on the edit with DV Builder. Okay. So you will see three, okay, before I go on, when you click on edit with DV Builder, you will see three boxes. Those who see three boxes, can you give me a thumbs up so I know that we are there? Okay, very good. Okay, wow, very good. Okay. So Jenny, are you okay? Do you see the three boxes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Okay, so when you see the three boxes, select the pre-made layout. Okay. Now you will see after you select a pre-made layout, the second one is actually, we are going to use the agency layout. So the second one is actually agency layout. Click on the agency layout. And then on the right hand side, can you see there's a different type of layouts that you can use? Click on the home. And then click on use this layout. Okay, same thing. Once you are, I think this is better. So once you see your screen loaded, then just give me a thumbs up. Okay, so this is okay, 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 that's okay. So only left with Jensen. Okay, Jenny.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, good, very good. So this is how you create your layout. Okay, pre-made layout. So last thing before we end for today, right, is we want to see I want to see if you all can remember what you did just now, right? So what I want you all to do is just go under the message box, right? Leave a message box and then add another field contact number. Just add contact number. Okay. When you are done, then just give me a thumbs up. Just add contact number.
Dixon, can you repeat your instruction again?
Add a contact number field in the contact form below.
Add the contact number in the contact. I only saw leave a message.
That one, add a contact field.
So you want us to key in our details here?
No. Add a contact number field.
Click on the green cross. Oh, that's new.
Contact number field. That means now we have name, email, right? Then I want you to add a contact number.
Can you let me know how to do this?
Okay, I will let you know just a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so most of you should be okay.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
No, I haven't finished. I haven't do it yet, but I'm waiting for the rest.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, so for
Yes.
yes.
Adding a contact number is adding a module, is it?
Okay, I do it now. You can take a look at my screen. Okay. To add a contact field, simple. Just go under the module setting again. Click on the settings, and under add new field, just click add new field. Okay, field ID, same thing, contact number. Then title, contact number. This is what you did just now, right? Under field options, click on it, and then just put like 8. You click on the green tick, then you need to just move this up. Then that's about it. You're done. Okay. You are done for today. Before you go, one last thing. Sorry, not May. No, sorry, I disappoint you, but one last thing. Okay, now so before y'all go, just one last thing. I need to, so you can actually save certain thing to library and then call it from library in other pages. So for example, if I go to my websites, if I created a paragraph of text over here, right? And I want this to be repeating on every other page, I can actually save this to library. Then on every other page, I can call it from my library. So before we end the day today, we are going to just try how to save to library. Then tomorrow we will try how to call to library. Okay, when you save to library, there are 2 ways you can save. One is a global item. So you save to library as a global item. Global item means that when you save this as a global item, right, the next time when you call to other pages, and if you were to do any editing on other pages, right, all the things will be changed throughout the other pages. Okay, then if you don't call it, if you don't save it to global, right, you can actually edit it on other pages also. So for example, if I go under this part, okay, So for example, right, I did the accordion over here, sorry, tabs over here, and I like the design. I can save this, and then I can call it on other pages. So for example, I got a maintenance. Then I can call it on the maintenance page. This one, I can call it on the maintenance page. Then, if I don't save it as global, right, I can edit the content, two different content. Okay, so you can either save it as a global or you don't. Now you can save the module only. You can save the whole row, or you can even save the whole section also. So it's up to you. So usually, right, we'll save as a module only. So how do you save as library? This is the last thing that you need to learn for today. You go back to the same page, right? The reason why I want you to edit this contact form is I want you to save to library. So how do you save? Mouse over to the module settings. Okay, mouse over to the module, right? And click on save to library here. Okay, so when you click on save to library, they'll ask you for a layout name. Just insert that, for example, contact form. And you can make this a global item. Click on that, then you can click on save to library. Okay. All right, now give it a try on your side. I'm just going to repeat the steps so that you can follow through. Okay. Now very simple, just mouse over to the contact form you have. Mouse over to it. You see a gray color pop up. Click on the fourth icon, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is save to library, fourth icon. And for the layout name, change to contact form. Save as global, click tick, save as global. Then you will see, then you can click save to library. Then you will see that there's a new color already. And the new color is lime, okay? And the new color is lime green. Okay, so if you see the lime green, just give me a thumbs up and I know that all of you should be ready. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, very good.
Sorry, I think saying no, repeat again.
Okay, can we? Francis, are you okay? Yeah, so try one more time. On the module settings, you should see a gray color one. So you just click on the settings. You should see a gray color, right? So mouse over it and then click save. Click on the fourth icon to save to library. Fourth icon, save to library. And then layout name is contact form and save as a global item.
I think I don't get that. When I click over the contact form settings.
No, you don't go into the settings. So you just mouse over it, right? Then you can click on the fourth icon. So you mouse over it, the fourth icon. Mine is the lime green now. So you should see a gray color. So save module to library.
Cannot get it.
What do you see?
I share screen with you lah.
No, but what do you see first? Give me a minute. So Jenny, hold on for a while. I answer NS first. NS asks, so the contact form will apply to the small room page right away now? No. So NS, you need to go into the contact form and call from library. Then it will apply, which we are going to teach you how to do it later, tomorrow.
I see the word new field instead of the word contact number. Although I saved it.
Instead of the word. Okay, so Jenny, you give me a minute. I'll let them rest first.
Yeah.
So the rest all, are you okay? Okay. You can right click one. Right click save to library can. I actually don't know why. Okay. You can right click can. Okay. So so if you accidentally save the row, it's okay. What you need to do is just go on to the module and save the module, then it's okay. No need to undo one. Francis cannot hear me. Francis cannot hear me, is it?
Singh, are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking. I'm talking. You cannot hear me, is it? Yes. Yes, I'm talking.
I can't hear you.
Go to Zoom settings and change the.
There is no problem with my audio. Yeah.
Okay.
All along I can hear you.
Now still cannot.
Now can.
Okay. Okay.
For the past few
So
minutes I can't hear you.
okay, good. No, can. So sorry, I just want to answer a few more questions before I wrap up today's thing. So if you have accidentally saved the row or the section, right, then it's okay. You just need to do one more time, save the module. That's it. That's okay already. Okay. I lost. Okay, so Jenny, later I come back to you. So May, thank you. Okay, so if not, right, any more question that I can help? If not, right, then we can call it a day for today. Before y'all go, right, just help me do a Control S or Command S. Okay, wait. NS got a question. For the ready-made layout, we can use only agency. Can we? I don't understand. Wait, we can only use the agency. No, you can use other layout also. Up to you. Can I change to other layout after that? Once you put one layout already, if you want to change to other layout, you have to redo everything. That means rework on it again. Will it affect those settings that I did previously? Yes. So every time when you change the layout, right, NS, it will replace the current content. Is there okay? NS, okay. So May ask a question. Is there a place where we can see all that we save in the library? Yes. Under the back end, right? DV, then DV library. But usually you won't go there on. Okay, May. Under back end, DV, then DV library. Just in case you see the wrong item, can we move on there? Yes. All right. Can go under DV, then DV library. Okay, another question is where to retrieve the contact form data. So sorry, I didn't explain this also. So if you go under the contact form, right, this form, DV form itself, don't have a data store in the back end. They only send an email to tell you that, okay, someone fill out the form. So if you want the data to be stored in the back end, right, you need to use other plugins, for example, Ninja Form or Gravity Form. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if no question, then I will end the class today. I was one more thing. Before y'all go, right, remember to Control S or Command S your page, save it first before y'all leave. Okay, if not, then I'll see y'all tomorrow at the same time. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye, May. Bye-bye, NG. Bye-bye, Lula. Bye-bye, bye, Jessing, Francis, bye-bye. Kevin, bye-bye. Thanks, bye-bye. Tiffany, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nelson. Bye-bye, Ness. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Pixing, sorry, I have a question. So if we want to link our like our gallery to our social media like Instagram update, are we using a plugin for that?
You can use a plugin. I will recommend you to use this plugin Flow. Flow plugin. Okay. This one is the better, nicer one.
This is good for Instagram, social media updates.
Yes.
Okay. Flow.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye. Jenny, you want to share your screen? Jenny, hello.
I have shared. Can you see it?
Okay, can.
So what happened was I saw contact field.
You control
Then-
Z first, can or?
Now what do you want me to do? Control?
Z.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay, you go here because you deleted it already. So you go over here, this one, this icon.
This one.
Ah.
This one.
No, this icon, this one.
I can't see my screen now. Oh, where? Oh, this one. Okay.
Okay. Then click on this. Just click. Okay, just click on the green tick.
Oh. This is what I got because I key in fields, I think wrong lah.
No, wait. Don't. Okay, cancel this away. Okay, then click on this icon.
Click on this icon.
No. Cross this away first. Cross.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay. Click on this icon. This one. Then the layout name is contact form. Then make this global item.
But my name here is not contact form. You notice it's new field.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Make this global item.
Okay.
So you want it contact number, right? You go to settings. Yes, click on the settings. Click on this one.
Yeah.
Click on the contact settings. You should change this on the title.
To contact number here, right?
Both the title and field ID has to be the
put
same.
Contact number.
Correct.
What happened if you fill one?
Huh?
You want me field ID also be contact number?
Yes, correct. Okay, correct.
Then tick. Right.
Then correct, then tick.
Okay.
Okay. Then you save. Save your page.
Yeah, I think I missed out on the part quite a fair bit on the overlay and all that. So
I will recommend that you go to check out the YouTube video again.
What's the title of the YouTube video?
I share screen with you. Okay.
You
go back, you check the YouTube video, right? Then you will be able to see what have you missed out. So from tomorrow, then you can come back to us and tell me what you don't really understand.
But what is exactly the title of that YouTube?
You can go to this. Yeah.
Hey, Texing, you see all my Zoom, all the thing, the screens is all over the place. What's happening to my?
I can't see one. I can't see one.
Huh?
Yeah. Anything on the Zoom, I can't see. Okay, this is the YouTube playlist.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, go and check out the video.
Check out the video on the overlay and.
Correct. Today's video.
And so I still just to recap, I will try and look for the image for the top part, and then when I do the scaling, when I do the aspect ratio, it should be 16:9, is it?
No, the top banner is 1920 times 1920 times 552.
552.
Yeah.
And then do the scale when come to the scaling part.
Don't need to scale. Just resize it to 1920 times 552 can already.
Okay, the ratio aspect.
Don't need.
No need also. Okay, can. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye, Cindy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.